Morrissey, Leslie Jones, Justin Porterfield have the assignment tonight. Off we go. Maryland Eastern Shore in the maroon, Virginia in the whites. Has remained consistent throughout the season. Thijs De Ridder, the leading scorer, at 16.5 points per game so far. Here's Dallin Hall, trains a tray. Cavaliers have been so unselfish in their play most of the season. This is a Sam Lewis three.
They make it look so easy.
Combined for over 600 threes in their career.
Penetrate and pitch. You know, you have to play less time in the half court, and some folks you can speed up.
Like they did just there with Teal. Just 1 for his last 11 from 3. Now Staples. Out wide for Teal. Hedge the screen. 3 ball goes up. 3 ball is hits. Nice shot from Staples. Maryland Eastern Shore just 1 for 5 to begin the game. Cavaliers getting some subs ready to go. Locandro getting physical down low against Grunlow and scores.
Yeah, he has been playing well. You pointed it out last time out of 20 points, 4 rebounds. He's a big physical guy who can step out and shoot the 3.
He has scored 16 or more in 5 of his last 6. Thomas, no hesitation, bottom. Shot clock at 5 here. Teal sees 2. Locandro is a 3-point shooter and showcases that skill. We'll have to start a new streak.
There you go. Certainly capable.
Fans recognized it here too. They knew. Now Sam Lewis. Here's Devin Tillis, injured to begin the season, becoming more and more comfortable as games continue. Mallory tickles the twine, and Virginia's got 5 threes on 10 tries. A little too short, and there's Lewis plucking down the board. Transfer from Toledo, grooving to the rack. They'll put Tillis at the high post here. White, who is so electric off the bounce. Tillis, a line drive, tray.
Yeah, we talked about the diversity of his game.
Three ball goes up from Dallin Hall, swish.
And goodness gracious, Tess is just an all-around really good player, physically ready, and they're both youngsters and committing fewer fouls and pressing more and doing it differently, you know, when they need to.
Long 2 goes, and Maryland Eastern Shore finally snaps the scoreless drought. He's had 6 double-digit scoring games to begin this season.
He'll take a big shot too.
Did so in the opener against Georgia Tech late in that game. Thomas, turbos to the 10, yes sir.
Up for that, take it to the hole, make some of those 2-pointers and get that confidence back. And, he said he knew what he was getting into because that's the way it is here at Virginia.
De Ridder from the outside. 6'7" freshman from Raleigh who has started every single game to begin his collegiate career. Short corner Jay, put it on the board, Locandro. Hall takes the screen. Dallin floats to the rim, and Grunlow just palms it in very nicely, very softly.
Yeah, that's a good touch and a good find by Dallin Hall on the dribble drive.
They just don't allow you into the house. Thomas, my goodness.
Gotta find him.
4 giveaways so far. De Ridder defends outside here against Mondin, who can shake, tries to bake. Yes.
Wow, created just enough space right there. And always making that extra pass.
I mean, this is a mosaic of the modern game. Here's Zion Obandla, who has provided some nice production off the bench. 5th-year senior, D2 Claflin transfer. Nice pass down low from Brown, and the extra shot goes for Flippin.
Yeah.
Obandla, high post jumper, true.
Tillis lost his man right there, turned his head to look at helping on the post. Try out to get ready for MEAC play in January where they open with rival Morgan State.
Tillis, a 3. How do you survive that avalanche?
You have to be strong with the ball, meet passes, and keep your spacing.
Now Cooper tries his luck in transition and gets the deuce.
Oh, very nice play right there.
But they've had some nice flashes to begin the season despite the 4-8 record. Hung very tough with Georgia Tech on opening night. And even though they got blown out against Creighton, Brown asserts himself to the rack. And this will end up as a travel because Brown came back down to the ground with possession. They throw it away.
And it backfired on him.
And now the Cavaliers can go 2 for 1. Oh, check that. Maryland Eastern Shore's got the ball. Mond in an exaggerated Euro. And Mallory tracks it down. Up and down we go. Lewis to the rack. He's got 2. The U.S. Open here in Charlottesville this year. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, shot clock is off here. 12 seconds to go. Flipping on the reverse. That's never going to work against the presence of Grunlow. Game clock at 5. Mallory turns it over. Speeding ahead, Teal to the 10. Yes!
Really nice play by Teal.
Oh, Locandro's wide open. Cherry picking. And Grunlow called for the goaltender. Post by a Cavalier freshman since Jason Clark with 8 against VMI in 02. Now Grunlow tries to go to work on the offensive end. He's stripped here. Teal provided this team with a lot of energy in the first half. I thought it was pretty notable. Cooper on a fade. Thomas in transition. Thomas to the baskets. Grunlow cleans it up. Teal locates an open player down low. It's Staples. Down by 10 points here.
Yeah, running their offense a little more efficiently, and another point-blank shot this time, the finish by De Ridder.
Because he was taking shots from the perimeter, and that's fine. That's a part of his game, but he wants to see Tess in go mode all the time.
Yeah, and he thought he was just standing a little bit too much on both ends of the floor, and he got the message and cleaned that up, and there's a message. Rush that just a little bit. Again, though, that's what that shot blocking ability will do to you.
Lewis, they're going to give him the continuation. It's an and 1.
If you will. But I think this one would have been that regardless, though. Lewis has been a very impressive player tonight on both ends of the floor.
Mallory tries to step into the passing lane. Mondin absorbs the ball and gets it to go.
Yeah, a good decision maker Mondin is. Pieces for Coach Hill. Just trying to find the ones that are consistent.
Onyenso with 6 hands swarming him. It did not matter.
Yeah, he's going to get a lot of time, and we saw the 2 bigs play together even a little bit in the first half.
Now the 2 littles creating a steal. Mallory and Jakari White, who jams one down.
Mallory has a knack, doesn't he? Easy baskets after turnovers. Mallory gives it up.
Staples gets the switch down low on the smaller White.
Did a nice job of switching, but didn't see the basketball. Easy basket for the Hawks. Hadn't been a lot of those.
Mallory, creative move. Flippin tries to go high-low to Obanla down low. They do get it to Zion eventually. Obanla sweeping through the lane. Nice.
Used that size advantage right there. 6'8" over.
They were so lights out from the perimeter early in the game. Nice adjustment there from Trey Hall, earning some minutes early in the second half.
Get him back.
Jakari White. He's back on the board.
That's really nice execution on the baseline out of bounds. Shot it right in rhythm.
Jakari missed his first couple of threes in this game, snapping a streak of 12 straight. Maryland Eastern Shore finally floats across the timeline. Obanla.
You can see why Coach Pitts like him.
Yeah, Dad was drafted by the St. Louis Hawks in the 61 NBA draft. De Ridder. The Cavaliers were just down in Austin and beat up on UT.
Yeah, there's some good wins for the Cavaliers here.
And that was a good win in recruiting.
We just saw him shoot a 3 this time. Realizes he has the mismatch.
So before the game, we went up to him. We asked him, why are you wearing 28? He's like, normally I wore 12 or 11, excuse me, growing up. But with the Belgium Lions, his national team. Jumper goes up. Mondin can't hit. And a corner for Tess. Lewis lobs it up, and Grunlow mashes it down.
What a weapon. What a weapon when you can just throw it up to him or Onyenso, either one.
The catch radius, big. Mallory.
Jakari White and Mallory combined again on the steal. Don't know who gets credit.
Oh my goodness, Mallory again.
I know who gets that credit. That would be Mallory. Good penetration in transition. Center has to come up.
Here's Jaden Cooper, 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists tonight, showing his coach something. Locandro, they empty out the floor here for him. Locandro goes to work, and he sees Johan Grunlo, the ACC's best shot blocker. Then a 65-point loss, and then a 19-point defeat. Down by nearly 30 here, but they've had some flashes. Cooper steps into an open jet. Season high of 17 in a double overtime win against Longwood. Let's see if the Cavaliers can figure this defense out from UMES. Thomas tries from the outside. It was partially deflected there by Mario Hansen.
More than the opening weekend for both those programs.
Coach Bangar always has a really good defensive team. Turnaround shot goes flipping on the reverse. Cooper bounces down to flipping. Again, challenging Onienso, and it takes a lot of arc to get it over. Mallory defends on the outside. Flippin scurries down the baseline and sees Onienso. Hansen on the follow-up. 15-point per game score.
We won a couple championships with Mario Hansen.
Tillis, he gets it to go. 7 for 7 against Dayton a few days ago. He was also 9 for 9 from the field. Flippin fakes, and then it's whacked away by Onienso. And usually these are the guys that simulate the different defenses in practice, so let's see how they attack it. Owen Odom, he's got it. Sure it'll mean a lot to the Cavaliers football program. Double-digit wins, just the second time, program history. Gertrude on a turnaround, and the bench loves that too.
Yeah, Gertrude coming back from...
And Maryland Eastern Shore content to just let the time come off the clock. Virginia cruising to another win. The Cavaliers through 10 games have 9 wins, 84-60 over UMES as the Cavs now dive into finals week.